Hey there, Falcons fans. Oh, man, what a great day to be an Atlanta Falcons fan. What a big win by our Falcons, beating the Buffalo Bills on Monday night in prime time. And, yeah, there were a lot of stars at this ball game. A lot of guys made a bunch of plays on both sides of the ball. But one guy who showed out and showing why he is one of the top receivers in the league, Drake London. But for me, yeah, he's big. Yeah, he's athletic. Yeah, he can do a lot of things with the ball in his hands. But it's the small nuances within his routes that helps him create space, but also gives him opportunity to catch a bunch of footballs. And I got a couple plays I'm gonna show you. Let's start with this one. This is early in the ball game, and let's draw the route combination here. You got a deep, what I call corner route coming at the top. Drake's gonna run the similar route, but he's gonna be a little bit shallower right up underneath. And then you got Bijan coming across, and he's gonna run this over route. The small nuance in this route here, he does such a good job, but once he gets to the top of this route, going vertical, but also does a good job of finding the little small seam in here. Now watch out at the top of this route. He pushes this inside. You see this foot here? As he pushes this inside, he takes this vertical step, but it also takes a little small step towards the inside, towards his safety. And what does that do? That creates the huge hole right here. It takes him a little bit further away from this corner, takes him a little further away from this deep safety that's coming across here. It creates the space and the void that you like right in here where he's going to end up catching this football. An unbelievable job of coming out of it, but watch him settle in that little hole. Look at that little hole right there. When I told you that creating the little hole in here, he does such a good job of creating that space in there. Now he's not close to this guy or this guy, and now it's an easy pitch and catch for Michael Penix. A chunk ball game, chunk play on that one there. Nice job of understanding where the holes are in the defense and just sitting in that small window to make a catch. This one here is probably one of my favorite ones, but he does such a good job of, again, understanding space, but also he understands guys around him and where they are and how to torque his body into position to make a play. It's a simple, what I call just a curl route coming in. Comes in motion. Now, people also ask, what's the motion for? The motion tells the quarterback as well as the receiver, do I have man, do I have zone? That's how it determines how I can run this route. So goes in motion, nobody goes with him, but watch so you know the zone. But watch here, right in that zone, he puts his foot in the ground and comes back on this curl route. Ball's already out of Michael Penix's hand. But the thing I want you to watch is, once he catches this football in the air, he spins away from the defender. Here's the defender he has to worry about. He doesn't want to come too far inside. If he comes down his stem, that's perfect. But if he comes too far here, guess what? This guy comes into play. He does a good job of staying on that plane, and watch when he catches this football. Catches this football right here on about the 39-yard line. Watch where he lands. He's going to spin away from the defender. This is just the spatial awareness that Drake has with defenders around him. This guy's on him. This should be a completion for a first down at the 39-yard line. But watch what he does as he catches this football, spins out of it, and this guy doesn't even make the play, and he picks up another 6-7 yards because he understands how to use his body against a defender. Unbelievable job of Drake. Little small things that makes Drake special when running this route. Now here's the touchdown catch here. Now what happens here, which is really good, I talked about staying vertical, using his body, and you got to remember, Drake has a basketball background, so he knows how to use his body, he knows how to post up, but he also uses the nuances of how to run routes to create the space he needs as well. This is just a basically option route to go get open. He's gonna run up, but he's gonna go a little bit vertical and then push a little bit left to create a window of space where he wants to catch his football right in this little avenue right here. So watch it from the beginning. Watch him climb vertical here, and watch the little nuanced step go outside. Motion, do I have man, zone? They know they're playing man, boom. Right here, this is so important. Pushing out this way, instead of just running vertical, because if he runs vertical, guess what? He's closer to this guy. It makes the throw a lot tighter for Michael Penix Jr. But knowing the little details of the game, pushing out just a little bit, now creates room between this corner, this actually nickelback, and this safety, so he can catch this football. Now watch him use his body. Boom, use his body here. He got him posted up. He's got him in the box here. He's gonna post him up. Now use that big 6'5" frame. Snatch the football out of the air with strong hands. Oh yeah, reach over, touchdown. Small nuances in this play created the touchdown, created the room for Michael Penix to put it on him, and he gets rewarded with a touchdown. Now here's another play that I really enjoy. Let's go through what happens on this particular play here. You're gonna get motion inside, and this receiver's job is to clear this safety out. You wanna get him out of the way because what you got coming is Drake running this dig, this in cut right here. But the guys that you have to worry about is this linebacker and this linebacker. Two guys who can absolutely run up under it. Now, they're gonna, after the play action, they're actually gonna run under it, but Drake does such a good job of understanding where the small holes are within this defense to sit down and settle. But the one thing you gotta worry about too is if you come too far across here, you're gonna run into this backer. Let's go to it and show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Here comes the motion. Now his job is to clear it out. Now Drake does such a good job here of, now you can see the guys looking him up. They already turned and they're looking him up. Look at this linebacker, he's looking up. He knows that Drake's coming. But Drake does such a good job of once he gets past this guy, he sits right in his zone. Because you don't want to go too far and run into this guy. He does such a good job of just sitting in this little small voided area and giving his quarterback the access to throw his football, sit it down, another big time catch. And then obviously his ability to make plays after the catch is something big. It's what he does really good, but understanding the game, understanding coverages, and understanding being available for his quarterback is what Drake is really good at. And you saw it on that particular play here. Now, this is another play that I love. Here's Drake right here in the slot. Understanding, again, area, zone, where guys are gonna work off of. What's gonna happen is you're gonna get Kyle run an outside release go route. What's important about that is, because if he runs the outside release, it turns this guy's back and makes him go this way. Drake's gonna run what we call a little choice route. But what he does is, on the choice route, he can break it. He can break in, he can break out, or he can sit down. He has the three options to do that. But what Drake does is understanding that the leverage of this guy is inside. And by Kyle running him off, I got a lot of room to work outside right here. So watch what he does at the top of this. He's gonna widen just a little bit, widen his stance. Oh, look at this, look at this. Now watch him widen just a little bit, but then he opens this way, so it gives the quarterback a clear idea of I'm breaking out. And he's gonna take a couple steps this way, not run out, but just break out into it. And now it's an easy completion. Look at that, 6-7 yards. This is what you want. And then the ability to be able to run, picks up another 3-4 yards after the catch. Understanding spacing, understanding where defenders are around him is what Drake does really well. You saw it on that simple option route that turned into a 9-yard gain, especially early on first down. And let's talk about the big play before halftime. This is the ideal route you like. This is what you like to win on the outside. Drake is out here. He's gonna run a simple slant route. Everybody knows it. A couple steps here, gets there, beats the guy coming across his face. But what he does at the top of the route, his first 2 steps, he squares the defender up, and then he gives one hard step outside, which freezes that corner. Once he freezes that corner, that creates the separation because Drake's moving, and this guy's feet are stalemate because he beats him so good. Now watch what happens right here at the top of this. 1, 2, boom. That foot right there. Look at the corner. Look at his feet here. They're flat-footed. They're almost out-balanced. And now you can see he's created a separation on the outside. Boom. Look at the separation he's created now. I mean, you're talking about just in that little smart area, 3 yards of separation from that defensive back who was in press man coverage right on him. And now because of that spacing, now a well-thrown football is on his body. He can split it. And we know he almost scored here, went out on the 1-yard line, but a spectacular play. Drake's ability to understand spacing, understand concepts, but to be able to use his body and his frame is what makes him so special. It's a reason why he had 147 yards in 1 half. Oh, that's the most in any primetime game in Falcons history for a guy like Drake London. He continues to be one of the top players in the National Football League, and he'd be a top target for Michael Penix. Love watching Drake and all the nuances that he has within the ball game. Hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown. I love doing them. And this has been Falcons Film Review, and I'm DJ Shockley. We'll see you next week.